Hello everybody, it's Chad here again. Hope everybody's doing good. I posted a video a while ago and I had something I've been wanting to talk about here. So I figured I was going to talk about it. But this, I guess it's more to the new generation. I'm 42, so I guess I'm not the new generation, I guess. But anyway, about working these jobs like your electricians, plumbers, welders, any of the trade jobs, mechanic, diesel mechanic, car mechanic, basically any of your trades. These kids need to be pushed to do more of these hard work jobs, in my opinion. I mean, not everybody can work from an office. I mean, we can't all do that, because if we do, nobody's gonna be able to fix your car, nobody's gonna be able to fix your sink, nobody's gonna be able to build your house if they don't do this. So, instead of pushing your kids to go to college, which is a good thing, I mean, I'm not bad-mouthing college by any means, but I mean, I didn't go. I mean, I didn't even finish high school. I quit in, I think it was 11th grade. My beginning of yeah, it was 11th. Yeah, the beginning of the 11th grade year, I quit. And I come home, and I told Dad, I was like, I'm not going back. And, Mom and Dad both, they wasn't too happy about it. But, I knew I wasn't going to go back. I mean, it was either they was going to help me or whatever, but I wasn't going back. So Mom told me, she's like, well, you can, but you're going to have to work. So I started helping out the sawmill all the time. And I've done that for several years. And, I learned how to do a lot of this stuff. I mean, Dad, he was always there to help me. But, he passed away last year, so, I don't have him no more. But, I mean, he taught me a lot of stuff, that I need to know to get through now in life. And I use it all the time. I mean, nothing ever stopped him. Just like the other day, they make a tool to take him injectors out of my truck. And I think it's quite expensive and hard to get right now because you can't get no tools. And so I made one. And, that's something that he would have done. And if I hadn't had him to show me all this stuff, I wouldn't know how to do this. I mean, yeah, I did look at it on YouTube and figure it that way, but, I've learned a lot from YouTube, and, he even taught me that, by posting his videos on YouTube. But this new generation, they need to be taught how to do stuff. I mean, there's a lot of kids out there, 18, 19-year-olds never changed the oil in their car because, their parents always take it to the quick lube. Because they know how to do it, they just don't want to do it. Because not that they're lazy, but they're just tired and, had a hard day and just don't want to do it. But you need to take them outside and, every once in a while, just, go change your oil with them. Change a tire, change brakes. Change anything you can to show them how to do this stuff. And like plumbing, if a line busts in your house, you can fix it, but you just don't want to because you don't have the time. But make time to show them how to do this, because if not, they're not gonna have a clue how to do any of this stuff, and we ain't gonna have nobody to, help us with this one of these days because they ain't gonna have a clue. So, start pushing the kids to go to trade schools, or go to your local plumber. Even if it's a mom and pop plumbing business or some big company, go to them and say, hey, tell your kids to apply and be a helper. Hand them tools for a year, 6 months to a year, just be there and watch. But a lot of these parents are pushing their kids to go to college. And like I said, college is good, but I don't have a college degree, and we've done really well. I mean, I've had real good jobs. I mean, I've made over $30 an hour working at jobs, with nothing, just my back. But yeah, people needs to figure out that we need to get our kids more involved with trade work instead of book stuff. Because, you know, I mean, you know, they're all not going to be doctors and lawyers and all that stuff, which we need them. You know, we have to have them too, but these actual companies going broke right now because they don't have no help. Because one, they don't want to do it. Because, you know, these kids that nowadays, you know, they don't want to get dirty. I mean, a lot of them don't. I'm not saying all of them. Just, you know, some of them do, some of them don't. But, you know, push your kids to do, you know, let them go help somebody that welds. You know, send them somebody that does plumbing, electricity. Electricians make real good money. Linemen, you know, they make good money. All these jobs pays really well, but a lot of times it's looked down on because you're working with your hands. And that's what really pisses me off about people. You know, if you're dirty, you know, you're not making money. But that's not the case at all. Some of the dirtiest people I know of, you know, stays nasty, you know, has got more money than they know what to do with. And that's the truth. I know one of the guys that owns a big sawmill down in Tennessee, he come up here to Farm Equipment one time. They're out of business now, but he'd been working on an old loader for like 2 days, and he didn't have a clean clothes. He didn't have no clean clothes on at all. I mean, he's just filthy nasty. Hydraulic oil, motor oil, everything on him. And he pulls up there in an old wore out truck, gets out, starts walking around the lot there, and one of the salesmen was actually telling the story to us one time down at the sawmill, and they all walked around him, and everybody dodged him because they figured, you know, he ain't got no money. And so he kept walking around, you know, and all the salesmen, they had to go back in the building and all this stuff. Well, finally he come in the building and asked that one guy, he's like, you know, is anybody going to help me, or do I need to go somewhere else? That guy's like, yeah, I'll help you. You know, what do you need? And he said, I want that machine right over there. And I think it was a 210 Prentice, brand new knuckle boom. And he's like, I want that one. I want it delivered, and I will pay you half now and pay the rest whenever I get there. And that was it. That's what he said. And the guy walks out there. They're out there looking at it this time, and he told him, he said, I want it delivered. I'll write you a check now. I'll write you a check whenever it gets down there. So they shook on it, and the guy got back in his old beat up truck, left, and the guy went back into Farm Equipment up there. And them guys come back in there, asked him, said, well, did you get him run off? And that guy said, nope. He said, I sold him that knuckle boom out there. And they was like, dude, what? He said, yep, we sold him that knuckle boom out there, that brand new 210. He said, I need to get somebody to deliver it to Tennessee over there ASAP. He said, I got a check right here for half of it. Another half's going to be there whenever we get there. And that guy told us, he said, yeah, he laughed at them other guys. He said, you know what that smell was that was on him? He said, no, what was it? He said, that was money. He said that, he told him, he said, yeah, he was the owner of that big sawmill down there in Tennessee. And, you know, that really struck me all these years. You know, you don't judge a book by its cover sometimes. But yeah, but start teaching your kids how to do some of this stuff, and send them to trade schools. And, you know, you ain't got to push them to go to college. I mean, some kids don't want to go to college. I mean, I wouldn't have went to college if somebody would have paid me to go. I mean, it just wasn't my thing. And I've done really well, and, you know, I continue to do well. I mean, I own my own business now. So, I mean, I quit a good job to do my own thing, and that's what we've been doing for the last, you know, year now. And I did have a truck before. Whenever we had the sawmill, I had my own truck, road tractor, for a while. But now I'm a little smarter and everything, and kind of know a little bit more what I'm doing. But yeah, that's kind of the point of this video, is we need to start pushing these kids to do trades. And, you know, even if you got a daughter, you know, like my two girls, you know, I'm trying to get them involved in me with this pump truck, you know, just so they will know what it's about and how to do it. And, you know, even if they are girls, it don't matter. I mean, like welders, some of the best welders out there is women because they have a better hand-eye coordination than men do. And the mechanics now, you know, a lot of them is women. Plumbers, you know, just because you're a girl don't mean you can't do this stuff. You know, like Mama, she run the edger for years at the sawmill. You know, she run a chainsaw. She can pull cable better than most men. But that's just it. But it don't matter if you have a daughter or son or whatever. You know, get them out there and teach them this stuff. Show them how to change oil in a truck. You know, show them how to change spark plugs, brakes. You know, all this stuff. Don't, you know, they don't have to depend on some man to help them out one of these days. Because 9 times out of 10, he ain't going to know what to do either. So maybe she can show him something. I know that's sad, but it's true. But anyway, I was just thinking about this, and I thought I'd share it with y'all. Give me some of y'all's opinions on what y'all think about this. You know, would you rather see somebody go to college and, you know, get a big degree, or just send them off to be some plumber's helper and either let them, you know, be the managers one day, foreman, or they could even own their own company one day. You know, the other thing is get your CDL license. If you got your CDL license, you can get a job. I mean, it's that simple, point blank. If you got your CDL, commercial driver's license right now, you can get a job within probably 30 minutes. Probably not even that long. And, you know, that's the reason I've had mine for, gosh, several years now. I got mine, I think, whenever I was 20. But that's real important, is we need to get these kids more involved in trades and not so much in getting a bachelor's degree and all this crap, you know, going to school for 5 or 6 years, being in debt. As soon as they get out, you know, can't buy nothing because they're so in debt. And then, you know, they're aggravated because they can't get a good job. And when they do get a good job, they have to work for 10 years to get their debt paid off. And if they get a good trade job, like I've been talking about, you know, they wouldn't have no debt, and they could, you know, put the money in the bank. But I know some people's going to disagree with me on the college thing, but, you know, not everybody's made for college. And if your kids don't want to go, you know, don't make them go. The only thing you're going to do is make it worse. So if you can, if they want to go, you know, sure, you know, stand behind them and let them go. But if they're hesitant about going and really don't want to mess with it, help them find a job, and, you know, electrician, plumber, welder, whatever, and just let them be a helper for a while and let it go from there. And next thing you know, they'll be, you know, they might have their own company. But that's about all I've got, I believe. But I think it's really important that we need to start teaching our kids how to be more self-sufficient. I think a lot of us has just got lazy and just don't want to do it anymore because, you know, everything's so easy now. You know, getting your oil changed, what, 5 minutes now at the most, these quick lube places. And, you know, all of us on here probably knows how to change oil, but, you know, our kids don't. So, you know, instead of going through the quick lube next month or next 6 months, whatever, you know, pull it in the garage, you know, get your kids off their iPads, take them out there, go to Advance, show them how to get the oil, show them how to get the filter, show them how to take it off, change it, all that stuff. Even if you do it one time, I mean, that's all it takes. You know, next time you need brakes, you know, get them off their video games and bring them out in the garage and cut some music on, get you some iced tea, and just make a day of it. But we've got to teach these kids how to live. You know, we're teaching them how to do everything the easy way. And, you know, I'm not saying that the quick lubes won't never be there, but, you know, sometimes you might not have the money to do it, and you could do it yourself and save you a few extra pennies. So, but anyway, that's my 2 cents. I've rambled enough. I hope everybody liked the video. Like and share. I'm trying to get more subscribers. I know I've been slow about posting, so our subscribers has fell way off. I was wanting to get him 10,000 before his year anniversary when he died, October 17th. That's probably not going to happen, but we're slowly getting there. It's moving up ever so slowly, but that's my fault because I'm being lazy and not posting videos. So, but anyway, hope everybody has a good week. Just get involved with your kids and help them through and get all this. Teach them as much as you can. But anyway, hope everybody has a good week, and we'll catch you on the next one. See y'all. Appreciate you watching. Bye.